Oh, welcome, Generals, to another Command & Conquer Generals 0-hour livestream World Series 2020. Here today, your host, Mr. Stanislav, and the players, Big Mr. Freestyler against Shaye St. John. Yeah, probably the most anticipated match here in round 1 of this year's World Series 2020. You see them down here in the corner. On the left side, Freestyler versus Shaye St. John. For simplicity's sake, we will just call him Shaye. I think everyone just calls him that. Anyway, Shaye St. John. Certainly two very strong players. A Freestyler in Pot 1, rank 1 in Clan Wars as well. And Shaye Pot 4. Probably one of the strongest players in Pot 4. To meet here the strongest player of Pot 1, certainly a really dangerous situation for both players in the first round. And the second round probably won't be even easier for both of them, because there's either the big size or the sharp eye, one of those guys getting here to the next round. And it won't be easy because big size is the benchmark to beat in the next round for one of these guys. Yeah, it will be dangerous. Yeah, and if you look further up, and it won't get any easier. We see there Mr. Leader and Gorilla also strong, and of course Dominator and Aegis and Lab very strong as well. So probably this is a death row here at the bottom, very hard. Yeah, any player who succeeds down here probably has a very good chance to get far in this tournament, maybe even get to the final, and maybe winning this trophy and the humongous prize cash of $2,000. Well, not everything goes to the first ranked player, to the first place player, but almost half of it. Yeah, close to $1,000 to the first place player. Yeah. It could be Freestyler, it could be Shaye. Yeah, one of those two guys is certainly up to the task. Let's not waste any more time. I hope audio is okay. Let's put volume to 3%. Yes, 3% is safe to go. Okay, let's take a look if the players are here already. We play in Game Ranger. Game Ranger because Shaye, I think, needs to play in Game Ranger. He cannot play on the CNC online, apparently. So we'll just open a room here. Yes, 1 versus 1. A World Series. Yeah, World Series. There we go. Yes. Both players very strong. Yeah, probably the most anticipated match of round 1. Everyone is having eyes on this. Eyeballs getting bigger by the minute. Everyone wants to see who gets past round 1 and goes to round 2 against either big size or sharp eye. Yeah. Tomorrow, Friday, we will actually have a lot of possible streams here. You see, this is our upcoming matches. Today is this one here. You see, let's make it a bit bigger. Yeah, and tomorrow, you see, Friday, a lot of matches. Yeah, especially here in European evening, starting at 16 GMT. Crazy versus Science Spider, Moliere versus SPL, Size versus Sharp Eye, Dusty Rhodes versus Fire Warlord, and Dominator versus Aegis and Lab, and closing in with Aeonian and El Nino, and maybe Night Fury versus Rengo. On Saturday and Sunday, some matches as well. Still a couple matches pending, but you see, it gets busy. It gets very busy. Okay, are the players already in my room? Well, some guys are in here. Some guys are in here. Looks like RZ also wants to stream here. We'll take a look how that will work out. FFA, no. Okay, kick user, yes. Sorry, Mr. Bob. Sorry, General. And sorry, Vlad. But this is professionals only. Let's change max players to 4. Up to players. Up to players. We test, okay? RZ streamer. Russian. No. And also, of course, the World Series is big in Russia, and it's important to deliver the ownage to the home screen of every Russian over there in Russia. Yeah, very, very good to see Russian fans mobilizing, you know, and getting the hype even higher. I know Europe, North America, South America, Asia, everyone is high, but you know, when the Russians cheer up, then there is turmoil on planet Earth. Okay, let's start here. I think the players are waiting here for the Stanislav. Stanislav is just talking himself here in rage. But you know, this match probably has some goodies in store for us. Oh, Freestyler versus Shaye. Beautiful, beautiful. Okay, let's check if everything is good here. Voice is good, the sound is probably good. And let's see, any complaints here on the stream chat? Boyka says, let's see how laggy this is. Hopefully it won't be that laggy. By the way, here Mr. Freestyler on the clan was ranking. We can take another look. Freestyler rank 1 here in the qualification months. Huge Freestyler with a humongous amount of games and wins. Well deserved rank 1 here by Mr. Freestyler. Okay, of course, Stanislav needs to observer. There we go. So we just do a test match, a test first. Okay. Let's see. So RZ for the Russians, Stanislav here for the rest of the world, the English guys. Freestyler versus Shaye, a test match. Yeah, of course we won't play 1 versus 1 here on the whiteout. It's a bit too big. Yeah, 4-player map maybe okay, but 8-player map, you know, it's lots of resources. Lots of resources. Actually, might be interesting. World Series on 8-player map. Why not? Why not? Could do. I also need to remember to tell Freestyler to pick the red color next game. So we'll have an easier time to distinguish the players on the battlefield. Freestyler, it probably looks like he's thinking about some final tactics here for this test match. Good for him. Good for Mr. Freestyler. Yeah, of course, against big players, you need a game plan. You cannot just go into the match without knowing what to do. Yeah, you need to have a training, experience, and you need to be in the flow. Yeah, you better not to start playing after you just woke up. Yeah, you just fell out of bed and start playing. Maybe not that good. Yeah, you need to be in a good condition, good fitness. Yeah, maybe go to the fitness studio before, pump a bit. Schwarzenegger style. Get strong, get pumped. And then the ownage flows on its own. Yeah. Oh, beautiful. Freestyler versus Shaye. Everyone here waiting for the Freestyler. Not sure. Maybe he crashed. Let's see. Game room. Oh, it looks like Freestyler AFK. Look at this. No, it's okay. Freestyler, take your time. Maybe he realized he needs to go to the bathroom once more, real quick. Good for him. Yeah. Take all your time you need. All the viewers will just wait. Yeah. How many viewers do we have here? Yeah, 140. 140 viewers. We wait. No problem. Mr. Freestyler, take your time. Yeah. No need to rush here. Probably for many viewers it's a very convenient time, especially in Europe, probably, unless you are stuck at your workplace and maybe not so convenient. But I assume for the Russians it's probably perfect time. It's like, evening right now. I think Russia is GMT +4 Moscow time. Yeah, it should be. So it should be perfect time, prime time for Russia. Yeah. And of course, if it's not convenient for you to look right now, you can always go to YouTube and watch the live stream after it has been recorded. Right? It will still be there. So it's not necessary to watch live. You can always watch later. Yeah, all the videos, right? All the videos are always there on the YouTube. And oh, look at this! He's building his barracks into each other. Very professional here by Mr. Shaye. Latency is 13. That certainly looks acceptable. 13 so far. Stanislav hosting. I'm a bit. I'm not so sure about Stanislav Observer. Yeah, because also streaming, and the streaming takes away some, you know, upstream bandwidth. Yeah, so maybe not so perfect, but you know, it's up to the players. Certainly 16 looks okay to me. Stanislav also okay with 60. Yeah? Does not matter much. It's that blue value here on the top, by the way. That's the latency. 16 frames latency for 1 versus 1, certainly okay. Freestyler says we do 1 streamer, please. Oh, looks like RZ does not get you the slot, but RZ, you can, worst case, you can stream the replays. You just download the replays after each match and you just stream that. It's possible. Or Stanislav does it. Yeah. Either way, it should be fine. The players try to figure out. I mean, it looks okay. It's 70 now. But the players are not happy. The players want the perfect conditions. They want the best speed. Of course, it's understandable. You want a nice micromanagement with the GLA Jeeps and the Humvees, you know, or laser lock. Everything needs to be fast and quick, yeah? If there's big lag, it's hard. You make mistakes, the units just don't react. It's hard to pull back the units. And, you know, just drive into the shit, they all die. It's not good, yeah? You want it as low as possible. It looks like they're stuck in the game over screen as always. Okay, so RZ, what will you do? RZ. RZ, do you want to stream replays from Gentle as they get uploaded? Okay, so RZ will stream the replays, so the Russian viewers will be a bit delayed here, but probably not a big deal, because, you know, it's just a delay of like 10 minutes, depending on how long the games take, and yeah, that improves the latency a bit for the players. Worst case, if it is still too laggy here for the players, because Mr. Shaye and the Freestyler, they signaled that, they have a little bit slower connection. Probably due to the distance, you know, to the players. Worst case, we have to stream the replays, right? Okay. Oh, now the question is, will they actually use a direct connect here to join? But they do. Freestylers here. Now the question is, does Shaye know how to use direct connect? He does. Mr. Shaye is smart, of course. Okay, so what map? What map do you want? Sorry. Okay, so what map? Question mark. Okay, Freestyler wants to start with the Arctic Lagoon. Arctic Lagoon. There it is, here. Okay, so the plan, it looks like the plan is they start the match and we will get to the random reveal and then we will restart with the picked armies. That looks like the plan here. Okay. Which is fair. Which is fair. Okay, it will be super weapon versus nuke. Everyone leave the match. Super weapon versus nuke. Let's pick for player map so the players can join. Yeah, of course. Freestyler versus Shaye. Everyone probably going mental in the stream chat right now, I would assume. Actually, Stanislav does not look at the stream very often, but I hope that the moderators do a good job in keeping the flame count low, and keeping the peace. We have a couple very fine moderators, Mr. Legionnaire Generals, of course, Mr. X, and CNCHD, and Mr. Dudush. They take very good care of you guys. They know how to keep order in the chat. Okay, looks like the players have difficulties here with the direct connect, so let's do it differently. Let's go here to let's go here and create the game here. I think that's easier for the players. And there we go. Okay, Arctic Lagoon super weapon versus Nuke. So Mr. Shaye is Duke General. Duke is this guy here, this guy, and the super weapon is this one. Yeah. There we go. Okay, of course, the Stanislav Observer. Sorry. Okay, there we go. Come on. Oh, Shaye does not like this matchup. Good luck, have fun. Mr. Shaye versus Freestyler. Best of 9. So the first player to win 5 matches here will go to round 2. Wrong spots, Shaye says, and surrenders. Oh, okay. Okay. So even the spots had to be correct. I see, I see. The players said they take it very serious, you see. I think I would have not cared about the spots, but looks like the players do, and that's okay. That's okay. Certainly, Game Ranger is not a convenience here with a network room, because you always need to pick the 4-player map, and then the 2-player map again, and the observer again. Okay. Okay, are the positions correct now? Come on, guys. Let's do the setup correctly here. Okay, now we go, hopefully. Okay, Shaye here at the bottom, blue color, Nuke General, and Freestyler at the top, super weapon, General, red color. Yeah. I'm not sure if Shaye is actually from the United States of America, but I just put the flag here for now. He did not specify the country of origin in the sign up, but maybe he's from the USA. I don't know. Freestyler from Israel. Okay. So both players probably want to win here this round to get to round 2 against either Big Size or Shaye. And they have to deliver quite some performance here to get there. Yeah, it won't be easy. Freestyler, Mr. Spam on Clan Wars last month for the qualification. We saw that. Over 800 matches. And it probably won't be easy for Mr. Shaye. Yeah, he is up against Mr. Spam. Okay, so of course here traditional War Factory and Barracks for Mr. Freestyler. But keep in mind the Humvees are expensive for the super weapon. And Nuke General, okay, looks like he goes a bit more defensive here with a bunker, 1 War Factory, forward barracks, and the drone is here. The drone sees what is up, probably can also see the War Factory, and can see the rocket soldier. Okay, Freestyler also a bit more on the defensive side here with this firebase, certainly not a bad choice, has a good range, it defends well against, you know, Gatling tanks, battle masters that would come from the side. And looks like the defensive plan here worked quite well. The Humvee cannot enter. Rocket soldiers are there. Oh, the Humvee makes a run for it. It actually gets through without even being shot at. Very professional Humvee. It gets into the base and it gets close to the dozer. This dozer in danger already. Yeah, 2 rocket soldiers in this Humvee, and this other dozer needs to be careful as well. Yeah, dozer is on the move here. A fast kill, 2 minutes into the game. 1 dozer down. Meantime, here this Gatling tank was stopped, I think. And okay, this supply, it takes some damage. Shaye already under pressure. But looks like Shaye not impressed. He does send his troop crawler to the front. And our defense here, well, he does save his supply trucks. Laser lock, very well done here by Freestyler, but maybe won't be as successful as he would have hoped. Oh, actually it is successful. Well done here by Freestyler. Only lost 1 rocket soldier so far. Is still in this base. But Mr. Shaye is there as well. He got the rocket soldiers. He got the red guards. He will kill this power plant. Very nice. Freestyler does have 3 big Humvees. Rocket soldiers are inside. They are all filled with rocket soldiers. And looks like he just makes a run for it. He wants to enter the base of Mr. Shaye. The dozer is here at the front. The dozer could be killed if he would just drive here. If he would drive here, the rocket soldiers would kill it. Good progress here by Mr. Shaye. But Mr. Freestyler is deep in the base as well. And those Humvees are dangerous. Getting the power, yes. Dozer is still there, and it looks like, oh yeah, looks like Mr. Shaye can just camp here in front of those production buildings. Does not, oh, actually loses some rocket soldier there, but of course this is a problem. 2-star Humvee and 2 more Humvees in assistance would be hard to stop with the forces he has. Does not have many rocket soldiers. He lost his secondary supply, lost the war factory, lost the power plant, probably will lose this supply as well. Now both players here under pressure. Shaye says GG, look at that. Surrenders, does not even try to survive here. He knows he cannot stop those Humvees. And that puts the score to 1-0 for Mr. Freestyler. Great game. And select a bigger map, or no, accept. And Arctic Lagoon, that is. Okay, so now Freestyler will be the nuclear general. And the Shaye will be the super weapon. Okay. Good luck, have fun. 1-0 for Mr. Freestyler. But of course he needs 4 more wins. This 1 victory is not the end of the world for Mr. Shaye. Okay. Freestyler was quite aggressive there with his forward, with his fast Humvee that entered the base quite elegantly, right through this little gap that was there. Took out dozer, took out supply truck, and you know it slowed down Mr. Shaye, and hopefully Shaye can pull off something similar here with the super weapon. Otherwise, it might get harder the longer the game takes, because of course we know that Nuke General gets stronger as soon as it has a propaganda center with the ECMs and the overlords, and you know it's quite hard to stop unless of course the super weapon does get the Alpha Aurora then, you know, it's quite some bombs can take out the entirety of the nuclear general base. Yeah. Oh, looks like Shaye does plan a big party here in this tower. No, maybe not. Oh, he goes for a fast 5 rocket soldier Humvee. Very, very forward war factory and supply. And he's fast. Look at this. He's very fast. Oh, but the Gatling tank is on the move to the base of Mr. Shaye. Yeah, of Mr. Shaye. Needs to be careful that his Chinooks are not getting shot down. Outpost here. Okay, outpost does kill the drone. An ambulance is there. Oh, this new battle master needs to be careful that he does not lose his first Humvee here. Freestyler is smart. He does save his battle master, not wasting it. And he is harassing those Chinooks. They need to go back. He cannot collect. Yeah, on both supplies there are Gatling tanks. Shaye right now cannot collect. But he does micro his Humvee well. The latency is good. 13 latency here for superior Humvee micromanagement. Or he does take out another one. He needs to be careful. If he loses his Humvee, he will be in a world of pain. Yeah, he lost one Chinook. Probably lost both Chinooks. Yeah, he probably did. And he does not have enough money to build more. He has $0 in his bank account. That is not good. Can no longer build anything. Meantime, the Gatling tank still camps there in the base, but the Humvees are still up and running. Shaye with perfect micromanagement so far. Gets power again. Kills a dozer. Maybe kills this dozer here. The war factories are still up. The collection is also still up. So Freestyler can still spam. But he cannot destroy those buildings without the flame tank. As long as those Humvees are causing havoc here in the base of Mr. Freestyler, it will be hard. It will be hard to get hold onto, you know, on the base of Mr. Shaye. Yeah. This looks like oh, look at this. We got a troop crawler here. Troop crawler is good against buildings. The Red Guards, they have the promotion. Also maybe some rocket soldiers here in this outpost. Yeah, there they are. And looks like Shaye needs to hurry up. Shaye needs to hurry up. Only 3 buildings left here, but looks like he goes for the defense. He wants to defend, and maybe not the worst choice. He should be able to take out those infantry guys. Don't have this tower fall onto the Humvees, that's the thing. Oh, look at this Humvee. The Humvee has multiple 3-star rocket soldiers inside. They are strong. Yeah, it looks like those 2 Humvees are good enough to do the job here. Shaye does not need more than that. Perfect micromanagement. Lost nothing so far, only lost his Chinooks. And there's a flame tank. The flame tank is here, but the Humvees are there to defend. And it looks like Freestyler cannot do anything. Maybe sneak in some, yeah, sneak this troop crawler when Mr. Shaye is busy destroying the base here. Maybe that could work. There are 2 buildings left of Mr. Shaye. 1 troop crawler. Mr. Shaye left one of his Humvees here in the base to defend, and the other Humvee goes here for the offense. The Red Guards are here. They shoot onto the building. This is now who can kill the quickest. Who can kill the remaining buildings the quickest. Shaye again moves back. He wants to make sure that his base does not get destroyed. Wants to play it safe. Maybe he's not aware that there are only 2 buildings left here. Or 1 building left for Mr. Shaye. Yeah, But those Humvees should be able to kill them all. Yeah. And that is a Freestyler. GG. Well played there by both players. But Mr. Shaye takes it. Well done. Yeah, 2 fast ownage Humvees here are enough to beat down the Nuke General. Look at that. He only collected 2,400. Probably he wouldn't even needed to build a second Chinook. You know, just build this supply center to build the war factory, invest everything into rocket soldiers and Humvees, and then you're good to go. Okay, that puts the score at 1-1 here between a Freestyler and Mr. Shaye. Okay, we need to pick a 4-player map first. And he wants Snowy Drought, I think. Snowy Drought. Snowy Drought. Version 4, I guess. This question mark. Okay, so once again, we only enter this match to see the armies, and then we remake. Okay, Nuke versus Laser. Again, very similar matchup. Very similar matchup. Shaye at the bottom. Nuke versus Laser. Snowy Drought. Okay, so Nuke, Shaye is Nuke General and a Laser, this guy. Okay, take spot. Yes, he got. Okay, good luck, have fun. Match number 3. There we go. Ah, shit, observer, of course. Okay, this might be very similar to the previous matches. Because now Laser General actually even better than the super weapon in the early game. Because the Humvees are cheaper by $150, which is great for the USA player. So we need a tactic here for the Nuke General to beat down the USA in this 1 versus 1. What is the tactic, Mr. Shaye? What can you do to deliver some USA ownage? Let's see. Okay, so Freestyler with the 2 supplies, he does not want to get into this position where he has no more Chinooks. And certainly 2 supplies are better for that than 1 supply. And Mr. Shaye here for going with the forward supply to have also the war factory a bit more forward. Yeah? If you would have built his supply here, his war factory probably also would be a bit more backward. But this way, the war factory is at the front. But of course, this also means that the Humvee can come here and shoot from the back, which will be annoying because once the Humvee goes back, it can put the rocket soldiers here, and you know, it's just annoying once it gets here. So you want to deliver good ownage in this position. Okay, Shaye goes for the Gatling tanks here, so the middle. And Mr. Freestyler again a little bit defensive here, but maybe not a bad idea. Yeah, because the artillery here, this platform does cover a large section of ground. And look at this micromanagement here. Those Gatling tanks cannot hit this Humvee. It got the spy drone that also helps against those Gatling tanks. And it still survived. It's still alive. It could go back and repair. Oh, that would be good news here for Mr. Shaye. He didn't lose a tank yet. Did not lose a tank. It's very hard to come back once China loses a lot of units at the start. Of course, you want to pick off some Humvees, but if Humvees are well microed, it is difficult. It is difficult to take them out. And looks like a Freestyler's micro was spot on there, and he goes defensive here. And probably that is a good idea, because it forces Mr. Shaye to focus and attack here in the center. He cannot easily harass on the flanks, because a rocket soldier and this artillery platform will take out those Gatling tanks. Yeah, Freestyler defensive play, but this looks good. Oh, this Humvee takes massive damage here, but not enough to kill it. Okay, 3 Gatling tanks killed so far here from Mr. Shaye. Needs to be careful that he does not lose too many units here. Again, laser lock onto this flame tank, loses it. Shaye did not kill a Humvee yet. Did not kill a Humvee, which is not good. Oh, he did camp some Gatling tanks up here, that is good. So Freestyler can only collect from 1 supply right now with 4 Chinooks from this supply. The spam is on here from Mr. Shaye. He does send nice flame tanks. This flame tank might be able to get close to this firebase. Yeah, it is. Well done here by Mr. Shaye. Does kill the firebase. Meantime, oh, those battle masters might take out the ambulance here. Yeah, they do. And now the flame tank probably will be stopped here by this Humvee. It looks like Freestyler does take a care. I might lose it here. No. This Humvee is overpowered. Okay, so not really much damage applied here to the base of Freestyler. He's still holding ground. And the longer this match takes, the better for Mr. Freestyler, because he gets more and more Humvees, which will prove very useful as long as Shaye has no overlords and no ECMs, but he has a propaganda. He will build the barracks for the Lotus. Build a Lotus. And he needs it. He needs it to have any chance here against this group of Humvees. And oh, looks like quite some good progress here by Mr. Shaye. He entered the base. Might be able to take out one of these Chinooks? Question mark? Maybe not. Yeah, the firebase is still doing a great job here. No chain gun upgrade by the looks of it. And as you can see, those Chinese units are cannon fodder. You need the Overlord, you need the ECM, you need the Black Lotus, otherwise no chance. And maybe nuclear mix, nuke mix with the upgrade from the nuclear missile, that would prove to be very, very good for Mr. Shaye. Or he needs to be careful that he does not lose his Overlord tank here against those Humvees. The Humvees are banging up here onto this Overlord. Needs to be careful. He does not want to lose his strong forces here one by one against deadly Humvees. Yeah, looks like Freestyler makes a run for it. Entering the base. ECM tank is there to disable. Good for Mr. Shaye. Should be able to take out one. He does. He takes out one Humvee, 2 Humvees. ECM is on the move here to deflect the missiles, but it's too much rocket soldiers. ECM goes down, and Overlord goes down. The Lotus did capture the oil and the refinery, so Shaye on good cash, but trouble in his base. Still, 2 big Humvees, 2-star Humvee here, dangerous. Meantime, the base of Freestyler is fine, no pressure there. Rocket soldier being built, and propaganda is down. Propaganda down, not good news for Mr. Shaye. Good progress by Freestyler. He is deep in the base, and Shaye can no longer build the ECM. Does have the Lotus, so Lotus is disabling. Those are Humvees, and the Nuke Battlemaster is driving close, killing, oh, almost killing, but not quite yet. And there's a GG. Good fight by both, but Freestyler, it takes another USA versus Nuke General. Looks like a Nuke General, no chance so far here. Okay, that puts the score at 2 for Mr. Freestyler and 1 for Mr. Shaye. Best of 9. First player to win 5 matches goes to round 2. Oh, I can't tell you how much I love the scoreboard here from RZ. It's amazing. This is amazing. I love it. RZ, much kisses. Xoxo, over there to Russia. Love you, man. Epic, epic, epic. Okay, we are witnessing here quite some strong play by Shaye and Freestyler. As we saw, probably one of the best matches here in round 1. Strong players, both of them. And they are not giving anything to each other. No presents, no gifts. They want to fight to the last unit. Okay, our map was Snowy Drought. Snowy. Yes, there we go. Snowy Drought. Version 4. By Jundi, I think. Mr. Jundi, always good for big maps. Snowy Drought. Okay. I would just tell them, how about 300 viewers? 300 viewers plus plus. It's probably a lie, but it looks good. It looks good. Yeah. Okay. Now we got the reverse. Actually, let me update here this thing here. We got the nuke and we got the laser. There we go. Okay, Shaye at the top, laser. Freestyler at the bottom, a nuke is general. Okay, I think by now the viewers want to see the nuke general also to win one match here. Yeah, it's a bit unfair. Always USA winning. Why? Yeah, why can the nuke not win here? What is this? Unfair. Cheats. Yeah, not good. We want to see China also coming on top. No, not always USA. Yeah. I mean, of course, USA is powerful, yeah, a powerful military, but the Chinese army, oh, yes, quite strong as well. You know, they have quite some good technology and surveillance they have, yeah, a lot of that. Okay. So, what is Freestyler doing with this dozer here? He's not building a barracks. He's just going back. Look at this. He's not building a secondary war factory. Actually, he's building a fast propaganda center here in the corner. Interesting. Interesting. He does not want to build a secondary war factory. He wants to go straight for the propaganda. Probably for fast ECM, fast Overlord, fast Lotus. Maybe not a bad idea. Of course, he needs to be careful that he's not getting overrun here by Shaye fast ownage Humvees. But Shaye also a bit more on the defensive side now. Building here artillery platform. And also, yeah, looks like Shaye is a bit more defensive, which probably works in the favor of Freestyler. Still needs to be careful that he does not throw away his units against a strong defense. But I think he's okay. As long as he just loses his units here at the front and not back in his home base, it's not much to worry about. Freestyler. Okay, he has his propaganda. He has a barracks. He can build the Lotus. He can build the ECMs and the Overlords, of course. Oh, this Battlemaster takes out the Humvee. Very professional Battlemaster. It survives. It can go back to base and repair. Oh, this Battlemaster might be able to take out this dozer. It does. Well done here by Mr. Freestyler. Oh, Freestyler with deadly Chinese tactics here. Using oh, but now he has trouble. He has trouble in his base. His propaganda is taking massive damage. Probably will go down, but the Overlord is coming. The Overlord is close. Should be able to trap this Humvee and maybe take it out. Oh, looks like we go here for some laser lock. Yeah, it does. Gets a Humvee. Okay. Oh, Oh, still so strong, those rocket soldiers. You see, USA overpowered, but the Freestyler does well, takes it out. Okay, both players still on one dozer. Lotus is here to capture oil and a refinery. Can build units cheaper now. He has 2 overlords. Good news here for Freestyler. 2 ECMs, 2 overlords. Dozer is still here. Dozer needs to be careful though. This is quite a forward. Dozer is protected here by the forces, but still, he don't want to lose his dozer. One Humvee versus those forces. Let's see if it can sneak in. Freestyler, looks like Freestyler wants to go for the base, but if those Humvees get in, it will be hard for Freestyler to defend against Shaye's Humvees. Yeah, Freestyler makes a go for it here. He goes forward, loses a truck, probably will lose his secondary supply. Oh, the Humvee went down. The dozer here went down against the Humvee. Oh, well done by Mr. Shaye. Hunted the dozers, but now he has trouble in his base. Of course, the overlords are strong against the USA forces in the early game. And it looks like Mr. Shaye does not have much to stop it. Actually, instead, he probably needs to go and try to destroy the base. But the Freestyler still has a war factory, still has his barracks, so he can spam rocket soldiers, troop crawlers, Gatling tanks to defend his main base. Meantime, he's busy in this base of Mr. Shaye to knock it down. Well done here by Mr. Freestyler. Shaye does pull his Humvees back, trying to defend. Or superior ECM tank here, disabling one of those Humvees. And the micromanagement is good by a Freestyler, but needs to be careful that he does not lose this one. Or he does lose it. The Humvees are there, they can take it down. Look at that, well done here by Mr. Shaye. Takes all those tanks down. 2 ECMs, 2 overlords. Well done, and he even got a strategy center, search and destroy, and that probably tips it in the favor of Mr. Shaye. Interesting, very, very interesting play here by both players. Looked like Freestyler was ahead, but now looks very good for Mr. Shaye. He has a search and destroy, his strategy center is up, he can also build the burden. Meantime, Freestyler does not have dozer, does not have propaganda, and only has 1 supply. He has a lot of forces though. Many rocket soldiers, many red guards, couple troop crawlers here. So he's still good for quite some ownage. But of course, those Humvees, they can drive to the base now. Where's the Lotus? Where's the Lotus? Oh, the Lotus disabled one of the Humvees. The Lotus still on the run, but he wants to kill it. The Lotus does take damage, but is still alive. Oh, this Humvee almost dead here. And oh, this Humvee now kills the Lotus. Look at that. Lotus tried her best. But, of course, the Humvees are quite good against Mrs. Lotus. They got the spy drone upgrade, so they can see some stuff. Okay, lots of forces here. And a nice firebase placement here by Mr. Shaye. Yeah, it's probably a good idea to go defensive. But still, the soldiers can enter the base right here at this corner. Oh, the Burton. Did I hear the Burton? Yes, the Burton is here. The Burton can actually knife all these guys here. There is no stealth detection. There is flashbang man as well. Should be no problem to defend against these men. Yeah, the flashbangs, they do well. Probably won't even be able to destroy this building. And there it is. A GG, well played by both players. But of course, again, the USA general wins this match. And that puts the score to 2-2. Shaye versus Freestyler. Create another room. And we are up for match number 5. Very, very good. Beautiful. Beautiful matches so far. It will be interesting to see some GLA action maybe. GLA, always good. Okay, how about we put on some Chinese music? Yeah, just in celebration here of Nuke Channel losing 4 times in a row. Yeah, we need to cheer up the Chinese guys a bit here with the Chinese music. Okay. So now, random versus random. Okay, Freestyler needs a bit of time. Okay. 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 Oh, looks like many viewers now here. 230 viewers. Welcome to the chat. Welcome to the stream. I hope everyone has a good time. World Series 2020. Of course, here for the best matches, highest skills, best players. Yeah. Biggest prize money in the history of online 0-hour tournaments, and it's great. Let's take another look at the tournament grid just to take a look at the players that are here in the tournament. The biggest players, of course, were in pot number 1. Let's take a quick look. DK Crazy, of course, very strong player. Probably one of the strongest team players there is and there ever was in a 0-hour. And Jeremy B911 strong, Jundi very good, and Caro, of course, a legendary player, won the World Series once. RobXT is strong, Roll is strong, Joker is good, Xcal, very legendary player, of course, also won the very first World Series in 2010. The man, the legend, Sir Xcal, very good. Tasmani also World Series finalist, also strong. And Dominator, of course, very strong as well, expert player, and also won the World Series in 2016. Certainly it will be hard for anyone to hit him. And the Freestyler and the Shaye strong. We see that big size, of course, the one and only legend with more than 2 World Series victories, 3 altogether, 3 wins, I think in 11, in 12, and in, I don't know, 14 maybe? No, probably not. Size with many victories. Scuba very strong as well. Incredible strong. Kassad also nice performance, we have seen that. And Boyka, legendary player already, even though he is new school. He can be considered new school player, but he's playing like the devil. Yeah, very strong as well. Stars, good player. Firelord, good player. Dusty Rhodes, very exciting. Logica, very strong, of course. Won the World Series in the previous year, 2019, against Mr. Boyka. Deadly performance, very hard to play, hard rush, strong ownage. And who else do we got here? Mr. Herb, also expert player. Maybe not in the strongest form as he has ever been, but still quite good there for some ownage. Fargo, excellent player as well. Mr. X also showing some strong play here. Vivid can also be quite deadly from what I have heard. Yeah. Rengo, of course, a legend. The longest win streak in clanwars.cc. 82 matches in a row. Certainly Rengo is up for some nice win streaks here. If once he gets started, you know, maybe flawless win streak up to the final and then winning the final. Rengo, I wish it to you. I hope you do well. Yeah. And Mr. Google. Mr. Google, of course, also very strong, hard player. Yeah, he's not joking around. He does say jokes very often in his streams, but I think once he plays, there's no joking. Yeah, even if he's down in team matches to just 2 units and 1 building, he can still pull off the ownage. Berko also strong, Owen cover also strong. Let's go back here to the room and see if the players are back. No, it does not look like it. Does not look like it. They also need to tell me a map. Let's go with Gold Cobra for now. Why not? It's probably not in the pool. Yeah. By the way, here on game replays, you can see there's a topic here in the general discussion. It's called 0-Hour TV World Series 2020 Stream Box. And Mr. Dance typically edits this topic here and puts in the schedule, the dates and the streamer links, the player names here into this topic, so you can look at it and, you know, try to figure out when the matches happen for a nice overview. Yeah, it gives you an overview, you can see, and you know, tune in once there are some nice matches that interest you. Yeah? So for example, tomorrow, oh, it will be filled with epic matches. Crazy versus Science Spider. Beautiful. Moliere versus SPL. That's probably a very exciting match here. And Size versus Shaye. Yeah, Dusty Rhodes Firelord. Dominator versus HSN Lab. And those guys, and those. And on a Saturday, yeah, also more nice matches. Scuba versus Kassad. Certainly highlight. It's already a round 2 match. Round 2 already. Probably the first of round 2. Scuba and Kassad very, very quick here to play their matches. They are not wasting any time here. Okay, looks like Freestyler is back. Sand Scorpion. Sand Scorpion. Yes, Sand Scorpion. Where is it? Sand Scorpion. There we go. Okay, so once again, we just start the match to see armies. See army and Re. Okay, Demolition versus Toxin General. Very nice matchup. Beautiful. Demolition for Mr. Shaye and Tox for Freestyler. Okay, let's open a room. 6-player map. And, oh, now I forgot the map name. What was the map name again? Oh my god. I literally forgot the map name. Ah, Sand Scorpion. Sand Scorpion, there it is. Ah, that was a close one. Almost ruined the stream here. Okay, Freestyler had the Toxin. Yeah, Toxin General. And Shaye was a Demolition. That is, Demolition General. Okay, beautiful. Freestyler versus Shaye. The 5th match. Best of 9. First player to win 5 matches goes to round 2 against either Big Size or Shaye. Freestyler thinking about his tactic, his game plan. There's a lot of oil on this map. 5 oil derricks. We can have a closer look once the Freestyler decided to hit his accept button. Oh, of course, Observer. Oh, Stanislav, so noob. Oh, God. Need to check here my brain. Yeah, need to go to the doctor, check the brain. Very, very bad. Yeah, okay. Yeah, 5 oil derricks on this map, and 1 main supply here with 3 additional supply crates with almost 4,000 each. And of course, here we have another supply dock and another. Yeah, so this certainly is a nice spot if you can defend here and here and here. You know, you have $60,000 here to build with. Okay, so Shaye here with a Demolition and a Freestyler with a Toxin General. Of course, Toxin is good because it has a Toxin Rebels, the Toxin Tunnels, it has a Gamma upgrade, the superior Rocket Soldiers that get a huge buff with the Gamma upgrade from the palace. So certainly the Toxin General is nice, but of course a Demolition General, yeah, is also quite nice, because once you got the Demolition upgrade from the palace, you can just suicide everything. The workers even suicide. Yeah, they got the demo charge, they are loaded with the TNT, and they can blow up buses, overlords, and probably even planes. Yeah, the workers become overpowered. They become stronger than the China Battle Master. That's for sure. Okay, so what do we have here? We have some tunnel standoff. Yeah, tunnel versus tunnel. Oh, nice rebel in the center. Looks like Freestyler wants to make sure that nothing gets into the houses. Yeah, good for Freestyler there. Good thinking. And yeah, he does take 2 supplies here in his home base. And the Shaye does the very, very same. Yeah, and I think it's not a bad tactic. Yeah, you can collect 3 workers only per supply. Not sure if that is sufficient. Okay, 4 here. Okay, let's see what this Jeep is up to. 1-star promoted Jeep. And oh, looks like Freestyler goes here for the defense. Uses 3 of his own Toyota Jeeps to stop this one. Oh, nice stoppage there. Forces to waste 1 terrorist. But Shaye does good. He saves his Jeep. Goes back to base. Okay. A few more workers here by Mr. Freestyler. Only 3 workers here by Mr. Shaye. Probably could build a bit more, but I think it's okay. Yeah, 3 workers still strong. Yeah, collect fast. They do good work. Okay, Shaye does apply a little bit of pressure here onto the tunnel network in the center. Stops the worker. And the Freestyler does expand. He does take this space. Maybe reinforce his fortress down here. And that would be a huge blow for Mr. Shaye if he would lose his ground. But he got a tunnel of his own right here at the bottom. Okay, no oil capture so far. But looks like Freestyler does get into the position. And so does Mr. Shaye. Put a TNT charge there on the oil derrick. And what else is happening here? Some little shootout in the center. But not a big deal for Mr. Shaye and the Freestyler. Oh, Toxic Tractor. It's a good choice here by Mr. Shaye. It looks like both players really try to get the map control. And try to stop the map control of the opponent. Yeah. No oil capture yet. No oil. There's 5 oil derricks on this map. And now there's a capture. The first capture here on the center. Another one here. No rebel here. And Shaye actually capturing his oil derrick at the very same time. And we'll also go for the oil here at the top. Okay, so right now the advantage here for Freestyler, because he has been collecting from this supply for a little while already. Oh, lost his oil in the center. Maybe even before it was captured. Maybe. Okay, so both players will be actually only Shaye on 2 oil derricks, Freestyler on 1 oil derrick. But of course he had this supply, puts him in a good position. Maybe already building the palace? No, he's building a secondary arms dealer. Meantime, Shaye, nothing yet. No second arms dealer, no palace. Oh, another supply in the center. Ah, look at that, there are more supply piles. Look at that. Okay, Shaye does go here. No, Freestyler does go here for the Scorpion tanks. And yes, super technical. The super technical is here. It will be hard to defend against this one. It can kill buildings in no time. It can also kill his own units in no time. Killed his own Scorpion tank here. Yeah, it's overpowered. Overpowered technical. Yeah, just kills everything. Need to be careful. Okay, looks like something was killed down here. Toxic Tractor, probably. A nice fortress here by Mr. Freestyler, building tunnel after tunnel. Okay, Mr. Shaye. Mr. Shaye is building the palace. Look at that. He wants to get the demolition upgrade, and Freestyler also building a palace, but has 2 war factories. He can spam a lot more stuff than Shaye can. He can spam Scorpion tanks, and the Scorpion tanks are good because they got the toxin shit, the toxin shells. They got the rocket. They're just good. They're just very good against the GLA. Unless Mr. Shaye gets the demolition upgrade and spams those demo bikes, then those Scorpions have quite some trouble. Yeah. Those demo bikes are strong against GLA groups, that's for sure. Okay, but looks like Freestyler will clear this out here at the bottom. Good progress. Attacks those tunnel networks, killed the workers. Probably take out the remaining stuff. There's a lot of rocket soldiers here, but of course still those Scorpion tanks can take out those rocket soldiers with their toxin shells. Yeah, so it's hard. It's hard in the early game here for the regular GLA. For the demolition. Oh, there's a super technical pushing for the main base, backed up by fellow Scorpion mates. And those terrorists, they just die there. Look at that. And there's a GG. Well played here by Mr. Freestyler. Make sure to take over the map slowly but surely. And then making the final push to take down, to knock down Mr. Shaye in his home. Well done here by both players. Open another room. Let's put the score 3 for Freestyler, 2 for Mr. Shaye. And now the armies will be reversed to Toxin and Demolition. There we go. Okay, so let's change the map to Santa Scorpion once again. Oh no, Mr. Shaye is not here yet. Oh, well, okay, there we go. Okay, there we go. And this is now a very critical situation for Mr. Shaye. He cannot afford to lose this match. If he loses it, puts it at 4-2 and would put Mr. Freestyler in an excellent position to win this round. Because from there on, if you have this kind of lead, then any lucky matchup will tip the result into your favor. Yeah. So of course you need to win this. You need to win this if you play the reverse. Otherwise, it will be very, very hard to come back from this. Okay, Freestyler now here at the bottom with the Demolition and the Shaye at the top with the Toxin. In general, he does send aggressive workers to everywhere. They're going to the middle, going here to the top and to the bottom. Of course, it's very good for the Toxin in general. If you put those tunnels next to the houses, it's a very nice fortress. Yeah, because the opponent cannot garrison it. Yeah, because the Toxin tunnel just kills it. But look at this Shaye. Shaye places it quite defensively. He probably could have walked a bit more. It doesn't hurt to put it here. I think. But maybe he is a bit scared about terrorists. That could be. Yeah, so probably doesn't hurt to put it a bit more backward and then maybe build another tunnel and another one and another one a bit more forward. Yeah, you can do that. Oh, this one, this worker is much slower compared to this one here, but it is building a lot closer to this house. And those houses are strong. Look at them. Beautiful houses. And there's room for 10 rocket soldiers into those houses. And fill both houses makes us 20. 20 rocket dudes into the houses. That would be quite a decent party. And look at this Freestyler on the way to the base of Mr. Shaye. Looks like he wants to go here for the war factory. Mr. Shaye wants to stop it. It's a critical moment. It's a critical moment. He does stop it. And those terrorists probably will go down here. Yeah, nice defense. Nice defense here by Mr. Shaye. Makes sure that his war factory is not being taken out. And that is a huge loss at the start of the match for Mr. Freestyler. He lost 800 in terrorists, 500 in the Jeep. Actually 600 in the Jeep. And yeah, certainly not so cheap. Okay, but Freestyler has more. He does not care much, he just sends more. These are the Toyota RPG. Yeah, on the move. Looks like he wants to get back up here and finish this tunnel. Maybe not a bad idea. But of course, Mr. Shaye has seen this drop off. What is Shaye doing? Shaye... Oh, Shaye is taking over the bottom spot here. You put the rocket soldiers into the overpowered houses. Very nice. Oh, those jeeps, they do a good job killing this worker. But looks like Freestyler is up here for more aggression. Can stop this Toxin rebel. Oh, this jeep takes massive damage. Well done here by Mr. Shaye. Takes down this Dash RPG with one little rebel. Hero rebel. Well done. Well done by Mr. Shaye. Needs to be careful here that he does not lose his workers though against 2-star Jeep. Okay, looks like a Jeep just wants here to go for some worker kill maybe. Or this takes a massive damage here, but survives. Okay, okay. Okay, but looks good for so far for Mr. Shaye. Shaye is gaining map control. Okay, Rebel is here to capture. Beautiful. That looks very well played here by Mr. Shaye. Oh, Toxin Trouble? No, Toxin Tractor? Not Toxin Trouble. Well, it's also Toxin Trouble. You can call it that. Is dealing trouble in the center. Of course, the Toxin Tractor is nice against the Toxin General, because the tunnels, they don't defend against a Tractor. Because the Tractor is immune against the Toxin shit. So it just drives by. Yeah, and you can use it to contaminate the area of the workers where they would like to collect, and the shit will stay on the ground for quite some while. Okay, Shaye wants to capture more stuff. He goes for the capture of the center oil, of his home base oil, and that would put the oil count at 3. Mr. Freestyler got 1 and 2 very, very soon. Okay, but still, it looks good for Shaye because he has this area, and Freestyler needs to come back from this. Certainly, Freestyler not in the best position. 1 war factory here. Meantime, 2 war factories by Shaye and building the palace. Looks very, very similar to the previous match, where Freestyler also had the 2 war factories and we're going for the palace, and Shaye also just had 1 war factory. Okay. What now? What now? Also Shaye greedy here in the center, taking just another supply. Of course, the more cash, the better. Oh, looks like he killed some of the civilian guy here in the center. Yeah, deadly Freestyler here, just killing everything. Killed 1 worker and a civilian in the center of the map. Oh, you hear that? Quite some action here in the village. Okay, Freestyler does have some Scorpion tanks here, and will take out those forces. But I think at this point, no problem for Mr. Shaye. He can just spam and waste. It does not matter much. He's now going here for the 6th supply. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 supplies here by Mr. Shaye, and the 3 oil derricks. That certainly is a day to remember when you have so much income. Technical here on the move. Looks like Freestyler wants to kill a few little workers and might succeed here. Yes, it does well here with the Jeep, but the push is coming by Mr. Shaye here. He can no longer wait. Yeah, Mr. Shaye gets impatient, and wants to go for the base here. And why not? Why not? There's no defense, and the oil is here. You can just kill it. Just go for it. Go for it. Okay, this Jeep was stopped here. Killed a couple workers, but probably does not make a huge difference here for Mr. Shaye, because he still got more supplies, and the workers are happy here to collect. No problem. No problem. Nice hits there by the Scorpion rockets. Took out all the rocket soldiers. Yeah, of course, the GLA forces, they are waste. Yeah, you just throw them, just attack, move into the enemy base. Yeah, don't even look at them anymore. Don't micro. Just send, let them die, let them kill a bit of things. You know, it's good enough. It's good enough. Once you have so much cash. Oh, look at this. Look at this. Mr. Shaye did kill this oil derrick with terrorists. Yeah, with a terrorist. Why not? And killed this one. That means Freestyler, no more oil. And he's pinned down. He's pinned down to the back of his base. There's no way he can come back from this. the money disadvantage is humongous. Almost as large as a prize pot of the World Series 2020. Humongous. Yeah. And the longer this game takes, of course, the harder it will get for the freestyler, because he will run out of money very soon. Yeah, already selling this supply. He has one black market, but not sure if that matters much, because looks like Shaye can just build 10 times as much. Yeah, you see here, got one up and building more as well. And what was this? Oh, dropped off one terrorist here. What is this? And uses his, oh, look at this. He manually exploded his jeep trying to kill this one, but it's not quite enough. Looks like the demo bike is a bit stronger than a jeep blowing himself up. Ah, there we go. The demolition bike. The demolition bike. Beautiful. Yeah. There it runs. Yes. Goes into the tunnel. Okay, but at this point, Shaye probably does not care much. Probably would just bunker in and camp it out. Yeah. He does not even need to rush anymore. I mean, a freestyler has no money, no oil. Money is running dry here very, very soon. And yeah, what can I say? What can I say? Looks good for Shaye. Looks good for Shaye. Also got a little bit more EXP here than Mr. Freestyler, but in a GLA mirror the XP does not make a huge deal of difference, even though this restart promotion certainly is very nice for the demolition general, but also for the toxin general, because the rebel ambush very strong here with demolition, can blow up, but also strong for the toxin general, because once you have 16 of those rebels, toxin rebels, they kill tanks. They kill tanks. They can even kill overlord tanks, overpowered toxin rebels. Okay, but looks like Freestyler is a fighter. Never surrender. He keeps on fighting. And look at this. What is this tunnel here? Magic move by Mr. Shaye. How did he get it there? I cannot believe. But he does not care. He just attacks with his buses from up here. Yeah. Is this a bug? Or is this for real? I'm not sure. How did he get it there? Interesting. Very interesting. Oh, nice defense here by Mr. Freestyler, killing those toxin battle buses. Lost a bus of his own. But it's okay. He killed two. And this tunnel is now being used here to attack, and Freestyler, not sure if he realized before, but now he's like, what the fuck? Probably. And there's a GG. And that puts the score at a 3-3 between the Freestyler and the Shaye. Pot 1 player Freestyler against pot 4 player Mr. Shaye. Is certainly a very high profile match here in round 1. Freestyler versus Shaye. Who would have thought that they meet in round 1? Yeah. Usually, when you expect the player who qualifies the highest in the qualification ones, you would expect that he gets he gets matched against an easier opponent, but no, he had a tough luck. He had a very tough ticket here in the opening of World Series. Round 1 against Shaye, and round 2 possibly against a big size, so it will be very hard for the Freestyler and Mr. Shaye the very first round already. Okay, Kaon. Mr. Shaye was Canyon of the Dead, I think that means. Canyon of the Dead? Question mark? Maybe. Okay, armies. Yeah, of course we will do the random match first again to figure out who goes here with what army. And we got the China tank against a laser general. Very similar to the nuke versus laser we already saw, but tank of course a little different. It got the stronger tanks. Yeah, that certainly speaks for the China tank, but of course it's still hard. It's still hard against a laser general. We will see. Okay, Canyon of the Dead. Okay, let me set the armies here real quick. Tank, Freestyler with a laser, and the tank in general here. Okay, there we go. And play game. Let's go. Okay, Freestyler here at the bottom. Laser, a general, red color. Shaye, Saint John, blue color here at the top with a deadly tank general. The drone is placed right above the headquarters. Fast sell of the command center. Yeah, in case you're wondering why do these players sell command center, it's quite common in the pro matches. Yeah, because it gets you 1,000 extra dollars, and you know, the command center is not really that useful for producing aggressive units or anything. Yeah, it's only useful once you get to the promotions later on. You know, after 3-star. Yeah, you definitely want it, especially with a China general. Okay, the supply truck, the supply stage is a bit far away here from the depot. Could have been a bit closer. Yeah, because now the trucks need to drive here a bit. Costs a bit of time. Okay, so a Freestyler, of course, 2 supplies. It's interesting that he chooses this supply here instead of this one. There are also other USA players, like Logica for example, that built their supply here with the USA in general, because there's more stuff here, and I don't know, maybe it's better, maybe it's worse, not sure, but certainly this village can also be a trap. If you know, if the tank in general camps in here and puts some rocket soldiers here and then puts a Gatling tank down here, could be quite lethal for these guys, for these Chinooks. So need to be careful. Okay, Freestyler a bit more on the defensive side. Once again here with the artillery. And the rocket soldier in the house gives good vision. Repairs the house here with a dozer. And the 2 big Gatling tanks with 1-star promotion are on the way to harass the bottom supply. Yeah, and they can now camp here in the city. Maybe go behind the house. But the Humvees are there. The Humvees go there trying to destroy those Gatling tanks, and they should be successful. Yeah, 3 big Humvees. They are loaded with rocket soldiers. Take down 1. Alright, Chinook took a good damage, but not enough to kill it. Okay, but more stuff is coming here by Mr. Shaye. He puts his Gatling tanks into groups of 2, or might be able to take out this one and this one. Very good here by Mr. Shaye. Takes down 2 Humvees, and I think one of them was loaded with rocket soldiers. Meantime here, good also good aggression by Mr. Shaye. He does knock down a lot of rocket soldiers, does kill those rocket soldiers, kills the artillery platform, 3-star Gatling tank. Oh, this looks good here for Mr. Shaye. Superior aggression. Might be able to take out 1 more Humvee here. Yes, he does. This is 3-star Gatling tank is a buff. Very good. Professional play here by Mr. Shaye. He does know how to play the China tank. Takes down this Chinook. But of course, now we've got the laser tank here on the battlefield, and the laser tank is very good against. Oh, this Humvee takes nice damage and goes down. Or what is happening here? Freestyler, a few mistakes, lost a lot of, actually lost all his Humvees against deadly Gatling tanks. Oh, latency is 15, so shouldn't be a trouble to micromanage those Humvees. Shaye, excellent traps here for those Humvees. And the Freestyler lost a lot, but he's still collecting. He's still collecting with 3 Chinooks here from 1 supply. Maybe send a Chinook here. But looks like Freestyler is okay. He's building more and more. He's building again, coming back. But Shaye is now on the propaganda center. Propaganda center, 2 supplies. Lotus is out. Still has all his dozers. And yeah, ECM is here. ECM tank is there to help his Gatling friends. A new defensive platform is up for Mr. Freestyler. But of course, also this laser tank. The laser tanks are good against the China tanks at the start because you need a battle master or rocket soldiers to take it out. Yeah, all these Gatling tanks are not good against that. Okay, looks like Gatling tanks want to kill here this Chinook again. Apply some damage. But yeah, look at this. The laser tank is just tanking here the damage, and they need to go back. They need to go back because Humvees and laser tanks can take this out. Good defense here by Mr. Freestyler. Yeah, Shaye needs better forces. Shaye needs either needs tank hunters or battle master or overlord, emperor tank. Yep. Okay. So what else is happening? Yeah, looks like a Freestyler did not leave his base once so far. The pressure was strong. There was a point where it looked really good for Mr. Shaye, but looks like a Freestyler recovered. He recovered, he's back into the match, gets his defense up, has a couple of Humvees and the laser tanks, loses her Chinook again. Loses her Chinook. Yeah, certainly nice pressure by Mr. Shaye. Does he have the chain gun upgrade? No, he does not. Okay, when will we see overpowered units by tank general? Question mark. Maybe Lotus. Where's Lotus? Do we have a Lotus? No Lotus yet, I think. Okay, the pressure is still on, but the Freestyler does well in bunkering down. Yeah, trying to, defend the base first and then maybe go for a big push with Humvees. Looks like he goes now. He goes on a mission to destroy the Chinese base with those Humvees. And of course, it is hard to stop Humvees once they are causing havoc in the base of the China player. Yeah, you don't want to let the Humvees enter the base, especially if they are loaded to the max with the missile defenders. It will be hard now. It will be hard now for Mr. Shaye to stop all this unless he can get some nice rocket soldier army up here maybe. He sends back his dozer. Wanted to build a headquarter there. And now that puts Mr. Shaye in the position of defense. This dozer in danger here. Goes down. I think Freestyler did well taking down this forward supply, forcing Mr. Shaye to go in the defensive position. Okay, Lotus is here. She did capture oil and this defensive platform. Where is Mrs. Lotus? Mrs. Lotus? Or Mrs. Lotus is here. She's stealing cash, but only 150. Yeah, Lotus did not get very rich. Yeah, Freestyler not on much cash. But looks like yeah, this Lotus probably did not pay for herself. There was his capture, $150. Lotus is greedy, but the Freestyler knows how to not transfer too much to Mrs. Lotus. Well done there. Don't give her too much cash. Yeah, Lotus already captured the oil. She's rich enough. No need to give her even more than that. Okay. So it looks like Freestyler gets stronger and stronger. The longer the match goes here, he builds his command center. No strategy center yet, no search and destroy, but looks like he doesn't need it so far. He has, oh, we got a big Emperor tank. Or two Emperor tanks. No ECM tanks though, but still, those Emperor tanks are strong. They can take out, those Humvees and those laser tanks, and they are hard to destroy. Very hard to destroy. Oh, but looks like Freestyler goes for the push. Freestyler knows that he needs to do some damage to stop those forces, or to, at least try to knock down some buildings as he gets those units in his base. But looks like Freestyler decides to instead go for the defense first. Defend first and then attack. Or what will happen here? Will those laser tanks and those Humvees be enough to knock down those Chinese forces? Question mark. Laser tanks are strong. Look at that. Well done here. They should be able to take out this. Yeah, they do. together with their missile defenders take down one of those huge Emperor tanks. Yeah, they'll probably take down another. They're well defended here by Mr. Freestyler. That probably didn't go into the the way Mr. Shaye expected it to go. And Lotus is back. Lotus is back at capturing another oil. That's good. Good for Shaye here. He has a lot of cash now. Also collecting again from the third supply. Actually second supply, because this one is mined out. And oh, look at this A10 strike. It took out this supply. Look at that. Okay. Oil is still here. Oil is still there. Lotus makes another go into the base of a Shaye, of Freestyler. Maybe we'll have better luck with steel. With the steel now. Could try. Oh, maybe this would be an excellent opportunity to trap those Humvees here in the corner. Maybe. Okay, Freestyler building more and more. The Lotus is back in the base. Lotus can capture the headquarter, maybe. Capture the headquarter, but needs to be quick. Because if this strategy center goes up with a search and destroy, it will reveal the Lotus if she stands here. So it needs to be fast. Needs to be fast. But it can't capture it. Look at this. Yeah. Lotus goes for the capture, and that should be a safe capture. Yeah. Oh, those Humvees are getting trapped here in the corner of the map. Yeah, there should be no way out for those two Humvees. Well done here by Mr. Shaye. Let's see how much those two Humvees can knock down. Maybe not that much. Oh, looks like the latency goes a bit up here to 30. Quite some lags here. But this looks good for Mr. Shaye. Takes down one Humvee. Takes down the ambulance. Takes down this Humvee. And the rocket soldiers, I think he lost nothing. Oh, he lost a 3-star Gatling tank. Okay. Don't mess with a rocket soldier. Oh, very unlucky here for Mr. Shaye. He's about to put those rocket soldiers into the bunker, but the Humvee is already there to kill this dozer. Oh, the butter killed the Humvee. Okay. Maybe attack again. Should be in range. Should be in range. Manually attack. Yes. That kills this one. Kills the Humvee here with a bunker. Okay, looks like something is coming here. Oh, something destroyed here the strategy center? Not sure. Not sure. Oh, did the Lotus capture it? Did the Lotus capture the strategy center? That could have been. That could have been. Okay. Wow, very good position here for Mr. Shaye. Kills the power and the supply. The laser tanks no power. Look at that. And in front of the war factory we got the mines. I think the Lotus actually captured the strategy center. It's possible. It is possible. Very, very nice aggression here by Mr. Shaye. He's using the tank general very, very well. Yeah, now there is a trouble awaiting for Mr. Freestyler. He needs some superior micro here with his laser tanks and his Humvees to defend all these forces from Mr. Shaye. Yeah. Nice use of ECMs there. ECMs disable all these laser tanks, and those overlords take knock down all these guys. That is the GG. Well done by Mr. Shaye. Also good play by Freestyler, but not quite enough to stop the devil Mr. Shaye with his tank general. Very, very good. Okay. That puts the score at 4 for Shaye, 3 for Freestyler, and we will play the reverse. Shaye with the laser general, laser, and tank general here for the Freestyler. Oh. We have seen a lot of USA wins against China, and that was actually the first China win against the USA. Look at that, the tank general wins against laser. Very, very good. Okay, so what was the map? I think it was Canyon. Canyon of the Dead. Where are you? Canyon of the Dead. Canyon of the Dead. Yes, there we go. Okay. Observer. Yeah, we might go here to the 4-4 and then we'll have the final match, which will be a mirror, I think. A mirror. Stealth mirror, I think. Let's see here. Game arrangement topic. Game arrangement topic and format. Yeah, it's stealth mirror. It would be stealth mirror. If they go to the 4-4, it will be a stealth mirror. Guys, I hope everyone having a good time here. I see some GGs here. Thor GG, Instant Shock GG, Marian GG. GG, well played everyone. Yeah, I think it was a good game. I think it was a good game. Okay. Yeah, the pressure certainly on Freestyler now. Freestyler, last year World Series. If I remember correctly, he was also knocked out in the very first round. I think so. I think so. He was knocked out, and I think no one expected that because Freestyler was in an excellent shape, and everyone was expecting that he will go far in the tournament, but he was knocked down. And if he gets knocked out in the first round again, the rank 1 Clan Wars player losing in first round, oh my god. Oh no, oh no, oh no. That would be a shame. A shame because Mr. Freestyler, very strong player, would be very sad to see him go in the first round. But of course, only the stronger player can go on, and if Shaye is stronger, he deserves to get to the second round against either Big Size or Sharp Eye. Yeah. Okay, looks like both players take their time here. Yeah. Not much happening here right now. Looks like it's a AFK standoff situation. Stream delay, by the way, 2.5 minutes. 2.5 minutes stream delay. So it should be okay. Should be okay. I hope Mr. RZ also has nice stream up and running. Hopefully Russian viewers are excited. Not sure what the channel of. Not sure. Oh, what do we have here? Mr. CNC CNC HD says putting on a China music help Shaye with a tank. Yeah, I think it does. Yeah, and we need more support here. We need more support for the China general. And here we go. Yeah, everyone wants to see the China tank winning, of course. China, always underdog, but if played well, it is strong. It is deadly. Yeah, it got the strong tanks. It has the strongest tanks in the game. Imagine a group of battle masters with the auto loader upgrade, all the upgrades from the nuke missile. Yeah, makes them even stronger and faster, and all 3-star promoted. It will be a force from the devil. Impossible to stop unless you have, you know, a combat chino or a helix helicopter or a couple battle buses or a couple demo bikes or, you know, many other things. Basically, everything destroys a battle master. Yeah, maybe not that strong. Maybe I just got a bit too excited there about the battle master for a minute. But still, if you have a nice group, it's good. But only with a tank general, yeah. The battle master on the China, on the base China, is not that great, yeah. It's considered to be the worst unit. Actually, not true. The worst unit is a sentry drone of the USA. That's pretty much garbage, yeah. You think that the GLA units were designed to be destroyed? Just look at the Sentry drone. That thing is pure garbage. Not even sure what made it into the game. It's certainly weird. Not even sure if it's part of Generals. Is that part of Generals? Probably not. It's probably a 0-hour invention. And not sure what the game developer thought when they put that into the game. Probably didn't think much. Okay, Shaye looks like he goes for 2 fast ownage Humvees here. He wants to own hard and fast. Yeah, also backed up here with aggressive dozer. Okay, looks like it's an all-in here. It's an all-in from Mr. Shaye. Look at that. Yeah, probably means the Gatling tanks will get through here on the flanks and might lose his Chinooks very, very quickly. Which makes me then wonder why he actually built 2. Yeah, if he loses both of them. Not sure. Okay. But the Dozer is rushing, the Humvees are rushing, everything is rushing here quickly. Shaye wants to make it fast. He wants to go for the fast ownage, and the Freestyler knows what's up. He has a nice amount of Gatling tanks in his base. He can defend, but of all the Humvees are getting close and getting destroyed there. Did not pay good attention. It's a bit laggy. It is a bit laggy. Probably not the easiest, but it did make a major mistakes by driving right into 4 Gatling tanks. Cannot blame that much on the leg. He just did not pay much attention by the looks of it. Now controlling it much better, but of course big blow here by for Mr. Shaye to lose one of his Humvees at the start, and those forces are now of course camping his base. Yeah. Probably he did micro a bit in his home base and didn't pay too much attention. We got the ECM, fast ECM, and it's taking down this Humvee, and the Shaye surrenders without even dropping anything. Oh, very fast game here. 3 minutes, and the Freestyler just needs to defend a bit, needs to harass, and that's it. Oh, the plan from Shaye could have worked, but he did not pay the best attention to his attacking forces. Oh, look at that. And that puts the standing to 4-4. We are in for the final match, the mirror match. It will be stealth versus stealth. Not sure about the map here. Which map? Is that is it a map? Fixed map or map choice? Not sure. Now, who cares? Who cares? Yeah. It's quite common that the rules of World Series get shit year after year because the players just go crazy over the rules. They don't understand certain things or not happy with certain things, and then there's big drama because everyone gets upset, and then the insult starts, and every year the same, and you can have the perfect rules, everything nice, and you know someone will still find reasons to complain. But I think the rules are nice overall, everyone having a good time, and it's also much better than last year. The rules certainly, because it's a bit fairer, actually a lot fairer, because we've got the random reverse. Usually the standard format of a World Series always have been random versus random in each round without the reverse, and not even a final stealth mirror in the deciding match, and that put a few matches to the hands of the random luck. Yeah, sometimes you had players, you know, who just really had a good time with great armies, and other players really terrible armies. Yeah, which certainly can tip the favor from a stronger player to a weaker player. Yeah, that was a format of previous World Series, but now we got the random reverse, the mirrors, everything is a lot fairer. Okay, Forgotten. Which Forgotten? Is it Forgotten Air Battle? Forgotten. Here. Forgotten Air Battle. Yes, Forgotten Air Battle. Forgotten. Must be somewhere here. There it is. Forgotten Air Battle version 4. Ah, there's not so much cash on this map. So it will come down to early game harassment actually. Yeah. Okay, I hope everyone having a good time here on the stream. Probably everyone goes a lot of spam here in the stream. Look at that, everyone going mental. But you have not seen the end of the stream yet. The deciding match. Both players are now under pressure. There are no more mistakes. Stealth versus stealth. The winner takes this round and goes to round 2 against Size or Sharpeye. Sharpeye versus Size tomorrow, Friday. Will play, not sure yet who streams, but certainly someone will be there to stream it and you can watch, and probably will be very nice as well. Freestyler versus Shaye. 4-4 is the standing. Stealth general. Let's update here the graphics at the top. Stealth versus stealth. There we go. And the Shaye is he's thinking about his strategy. He wants to finalize his master game plan. Really, you know, getting the mojo, the chi back where it belongs, in the brain. Yeah, the strategic mastermind. You need to get that ready. And of course, Freestyler, hard opponent here. Won't be easy for both of them. Maybe we put on the GLA music here for the final fight. How about that? The GLA music. GLA. There we go. The GLA. Yes, yes, yes. Is this room actually still up and running? I'm not sure. Are these guys still here? Or did the room just freeze? Let's see if everyone is still here. Ah, Shaye is still AFK, look at that. Mr. Shaye versus Freestyler. Mr. Shaye versus Freestyler. Let's take another look at the tournament grid. There are many professional players. Freestyler versus Shaye. It will be interesting to see how everything will play out in the next round. Round 2. That's when it gets even more exciting, more intense. Because, you know, some of the weaker players drop out and more of the stronger players remain. So we will see more of Port 1 versus Port 2 player matches. And that will be exciting. I'm still waiting here on Mr. Shaye. Shaye really takes his time here. Okay. Well, it's okay. Let the viewers wait. Let the observer wait. Let the opponent wait. It adds more tension. Yeah. And maybe it's also part of strategy. You know, maybe Freestyler gets a bit nervous now, the longer the stakes. But on the other hand, I would expect that by now Freestyler played so many matches that he is a mental monster. Let me just ask Freestyler ready, because you know, maybe Freestyler is AFK now. Let me double check. Okay, good luck, have fun, GG, well played. 500 viewers, why not? No, let's go with 600 viewers. Yeah, just so the pressure is up. Yeah, many viewers watching here. Just pretend once again. Yeah. Okay, the GLA stealth mirror. Here, blue color Shaye on the right top and left bottom Freestyler red color. Both players here with the stealth general. And it's all about the stealthy tactics. The Jeep harassment, the Dash RPG, the Dash Terror, the quads, the stealth, the palace, the battle buses, the boogies, the black market spam, the Scotstorm spam. Everything can happen in this match. Okay, Freestyler does send some worker to the center. And the worker here to the bottom, probably. And Shaye, quite similar. Also worker to the center and the worker to the other oil derrick. Very interesting opening by both players. Of course, both players here going for the secondary supply. There is not much cash on this map. There's this supply piles, the main supply of 30,000. Oh, actually 40,000, a lot more. Okay, look at that, 40,000. And 2 oil derricks. Oil derrick here and there. Protected by a couple houses, a village, big church here. And also nice houses everywhere actually to put a lot of defense. Like rocket soldiers, you can put them in the houses here and there. So you know, it's good. It's nice map. It's good map. But it probably won't lead to very long matches with a lot of cash. Yeah, because money gets depleted at some point. Okay, so our first technicals are out here by Freestyler and by Mr. Shaye. Shaye puts it into the tunnel. And Freestyler here on the move to the top base, maybe crushing some workers, maybe killing War Factory with the demolition guys, with the terrorists. Okay, Jeep here on the move by Mr. Shaye. Where is he going? Will he hit? Okay, Freestyler. Looks like Freestyler is freeway and maybe not here. Rocket soldiers are there. The Jeep is there to stop this. Let's see what's going down here at the bottom. Okay, looks like... Oh, the supply takes a beating, but only to the hole. Meantime, oh, this War Factory goes down completely. Look at this. Very, very good hit here by Mr. Shaye. Takes down the production. But also not too bad here for Freestyler, taking down the supply to the hole, which delays the income. Okay, so both players did quite well opening here. Good for them, but we don't know what happens now. What can happen? Everything can happen. Yeah, good opening by both players. And the Shaye sending more Jeeps here. Trying to see if there are any workers. Yeah, there's a worker by Shaye. He's building up here. And the sending is a technicals. Maybe run over some more workers. But the Freestyler quite defensive here. Parked one of his Jeeps in this base. In the trees, I mean. In the trees. Oh, 5 strong Jeeps here by Mr. Shaye. They can destroy the supply maybe. Kill the workers, okay. Very, very good play here by Mr. Shaye. Takes down those workers. And the Freestyler collecting with 4 down here. 4 workers. Meantime, no one goes for the oil yet. And the Shaye is still trying to... Oh, the hijacker we got here. Hijacker, will it be overrun? No, not being overrun. There's a worker. There's a worker from Freestyler in the base of Mr. Shaye. Just standing there by the barracks. Why not? Oh, this might be very good here for... Oh, actually, there's a Jeep from the bottom. Excellent play by Mr. Shaye. He defeats this little army by Mr. Freestyler and puts him in another good position. He's just camping the supply. Tunnel is, of course, a nice stronghold here for Mr. Freestyler. And the Shaye needs to run away. Okay, the worker is still standing by this barracks. Just having a good time. Freestyler also took... also has a worker here. Look at that. Worker could build a lot of tunnels in the base of Shaye, but he does not have much cash. of course. He lost his workers. No one. Oh, actually, Shaye does go for the oil here. He's building tunnel down here. Anti-sensor. Oh, this is good for Shaye. Shaye can actually capture both oil derricks. And his supplies were... This bottom supply was not under aggression. This top supply has 3 workers collecting. So I think Shaye is okay on the money. Freestyler is just coming back. Okay, Shaye now got one of the oils. Capturing the other one. And he has 5 jeeps. And the Freestyler got the quads. Trying to intercept the jeeps. And the Shaye had enough of this. Just goes back to base. Why not? Why not? There's no, at this point, there's no need for Shaye to go rush and try to and waste his units. Yeah, he can sit back, capture the map, gain control. He has the oil derricks. As long as he defends them, he will be in the advantage. And he does crush more of the workers. Very well done there by Mr. Shaye. Well done. And probably also saved this guy. Oh, Shaye in a really tough spot now. He makes a push here at the supply, but Shaye is there to defend. Will be interesting to see if Freestyler can knock down those units or if Shaye's fortress holds. Oh, Shaye does defend. Kills all these forces. And that is a GG by Freestyler. Shaye does take this match 5-4 for Mr. Shaye. And the Freestyler has been knocked out by Shaye. 5-4 Freestyler out in the first round. And the Shaye goes to round 2. Against either Big Size or Sharpeye. Unbelievable. Yeah. Freestyler. Clan War rank 1. The best spammer of last month. Many professional victories. But not enough for round 1 of World Series 2020. The skill is that high. You cannot rely on good performance in the qualification mode. You need more than that. You need the ownage. Unbelievable. Mr. Shaye, congratulations for going to round 2. And let's see if the players write anything here in the chat. Thanks for the stream, Stanislav. Thank you, bye. Yeah, thanks to Mr. Shaye and Mr. Freestyler. Very exciting matches. I think everyone had a very good time here on the stream. Excellent play, very professional setup, and yeah, so far the World Series is going very smooth. Most matches played so far, no troubles in the forums. Everyone well behaving, and that is good. That is good. Yeah. Respect, of course, very important these days. Yeah, last year was a little bit of drama, unnecessary, but I think this year much better. Everyone having a good time, and it shows very exciting matches already. Looking forward here to Scuba versus Kasat on a Saturday at midnight. Yeah, so Saturday 0 o'clock. You can watch Scuba versus Kasat, maybe here at the Stanislav TV, maybe. But of course, tomorrow you want to watch out for those matches. Lots of matches tomorrow, and probably a lot of streamers that will cover the majority of matches for you, the viewers. Guys, I hope you enjoyed another Command & Conquer Generals 0-hour live stream. Everyone having a good time, and yeah, hope you enjoyed. See you next time. Goodbye.